you look at the fallacy of some of these approaches, and we look at a couple studies here. The Harvard Business School's study concluded that more than 75% of turnover in Salesforce could be traced to poor interviewing and hiring practices. The reality is a manager or owner that's hiring salespeople should be very, very slow to hire a salesperson. It should be a multi-step process, and you should go very slow in hiring this person. And at the same time, you should be very fast to fire the person if they don't seem to be working out for you. But most failure in sales is because we hired the wrong person in the first place. And there's nothing that could be done. No amount of training, no amount of coaching, no amount of mentoring, no amount of threatening, cajoling, or anything else. Nothing will make up for a poor hire. Once a person is brought on, if they are a poor hire, there is nothing you can do that will make that person into a top performer. They may be a marginal or mediocre performer, but there's nothing that can be done to make chicken salad out of chicken manure. Just not going to happen. In Harry Plotkin's book on building a winning team, he states that 90% of hiring decisions are made by an interview. And we know that interviews by themselves are only 14% effective in picking a winner. Only 14% of the time, if you use an interview to make your decision, you make your decision based on an interview, you're going to be wrong 86% of the time. And most of these hiring decisions are made in an hour or less. And again, this 14%, interviews are only accurate 14% of the time when you're picking in terms of picking a salesperson, according to a University or Michigan State study. Now, what does it cost to turn over a salesperson? What is the cost involved when you lose a salesperson that doesn't perform? Most folks don't have that as a line item in their budget. They couldn't tell you when they lose a salesperson. They couldn't tell you what that has cost them. I'm going to show you in a minute where it's far more than what you paid them. It's well over 100%. And the National Reference Corp reports that over 30 million people secured employment by lying on their resumes. I don't even advocate the use of resumes in hiring salespeople. I think they're totally worthless. I don't even ask people to submit a resume because I don't really care what their resume is. I care more about these other kinds of things, and looking and culling over resumes and looking through resumes when I'm looking to hire salespeople for my clients is really kind of a waste of time. I would rather give them some assignments to do and see how they perform, and only when they perform those assignments do they even get a conversation with me in the first place.